Hello, welcome, Kamich here. Let's have a look at the latest Colossal mission for Armageddon. This is a water element quest, so we want to bring all wood monsters. Gimmicks here are blocks and wind, although we can get away without no wind. But we definitely need no block on everybody. And then there are lots of chances to pinch, so we want to bring mostly bounce characters. But one Pierce character can be good, because once the boss is by himself, we can do good damage with that character. And then as we get ready to fire one of our members, we see on the teammates that they have a sword symbol on them. That means if we hit them, we will get attack up. And that's really important, because the enemy's HP is so high that we need that attack up to do some real damage to them. Another prominent gimmick for this stage is sleep. The Triceratops and then the boss, they will hit us with meteors that put us to sleep. They will be woken up if they are hit by either one of us or by an enemy's attack. But yeah, it can last, multiple turns, so we do want to wake them up as soon as possible. Okay, to talk about the team that I'm using, first up is Takasugi Shinsaku, the Ascension version. He has both no block and no wind. And he has a strike shot reducer and wood resistance. He has two bump combos, which are nice support bump combos here. Speed up S and then defense up. And that's nice, because bump combos are pretty much not going to do any damage in this mission. And then his strike shot is interesting. It's a speed and power up, and then when he finishes moving, all of his teammates will gather around him. And this is pretty good for this mission, because that makes it very easy for the next couple of your teammates to hit other teammates, get that power up, and then do some damage to guys. However, there are the meteors that come out that put us to sleep. And then if we have two or more characters overlapping with each other, two characters can be put to sleep by one meteor, and we do not want that. Okay, so there comes that meteor. That is that big number in the center of Armageddon there. And then we'll look at which characters are going to act next, and we'll do our best to wake them up. Alright, and then once we get rid of the boss, the little guys will run away. But as we can see with the laser robots, they attack every turn. So if we leave them out, we're really on a kind of a short clock. Alright, to continue talking about the team that I'm using, next up is Kushinada Zero, my one drop character. She is also a bounce with a no block, and she's a power type, so she's not too fast. But there are many chances to pinch, so that's where she excels. And then she has a strike shot where she creates plasmas in between herself and any teammate that she hits. And then there's a trick to use it on the last stage that I'll show you here. Next up is King, my one Pierce character, and he has weak point Slayer, so he'll do extra damage in weak points, of course. And then he has a strike shot where he creates a sunflower, and then whatever enemy he hits will get a laser from that sunflower. And then finally I'm using Dead Rabbit's Transcendent, another bounce with no block. And they have Vivali Slayer, which will work on everybody here, I think. The Triceratops and the Leviathan. They also have that crazy Hanzo strike shot, where they get speed up and then invincibility for a certain number of turns. And yes, it is possible to pinch in between the two guys there. So we saw the Slayer come out and then all the damage. Okay, last stage before the boss sequence. And I was really debating whether or not to use Takasugi's strike shot more often. During this run, I didn't really feel like I needed it. But I guess one really good way to use it is to finish a stage with it. Because then you can start the next stage with all of your guys together and then get some good attacks in. And then that meteor will not come out for, you know, the next 3-4 turns. So that's a good way to think about how to use it. Okay, here we are at the boss. Same idea here, basically. Except now the boss has a tick mark on the HP gauge. So we need to get the HP down there within, I think, 8 turns, that top count there. And then kind of the hitbox for Armageddon is smaller than the sprite looks. If we look at where the weak point is always at the outer edge of the boss's hitbox. So yeah, we can see that it is smaller than how it looks. Okay, but with just the boss out, King can do some damage there in the weak points. So we got past the tick mark. And then we have to take down the boss again within 4 turns, I think it is, but yeah, pretty soon. But let's go and let's wake up the next characters that will be acting. And then there we saw the homing from Armageddon. It's very tricky in that it only hits one character. You would like to hit all of your characters so that you could be woken up from the sleep. But yeah, it only wakes up the one. Alright, let's see if we can get in on the right side of Armageddon there. Nope. Oh, there's that meteor again. So let's use King to wake up a couple guys and then do some damage in the weak point. That was semi-successful. Okay, so we definitely want to beat the boss by the time the second count from that center number gets out. So we got 1 turn left. Alright, we'll pick up the speed up, and no problem. Oh, so now might have been a good time to use Takasugi's strike shot, but whatever. Okay, second boss battle here. Oh, I might have been wrong. It might be the Goldie Baldies that have the Sleep Meteor, not the Triceratops. We'll have a look here on the stage and see what happens. Okay, King can't do a lot of damage to the little guys, so we'll just focus on the boss. That's pretty good. And then with the bounce characters, you can shoot at random like 45-degree angles. And then your chances of getting a pinch are actually fairly good. So if you don't have a good shot otherwise, I would recommend just the random 45-degree angle shot. Okay, did some damage to the Goldie Baldy and then woke up my guys, so that was pretty good. Alright, just us and the boss. Okay, decent. Alright, let's see if I can get under Armageddon. Yes, okay, great. And let's see if we can get under Armageddon again. Awesome, okay. Okay, so then the first attack from Armageddon Center is coming out. So we do want to get rid of Armageddon by the time the second version of that comes out. Okay, last stage. And then, yeah, we have a bunch of guys here at the bottom, so we want to get rid of them if we can, very quickly. Meteor strike shots are good here, but I thought I would try out King's strike shot. I have no idea how good this was going to be before doing this, but yes, super duper powerful. Alright, so that was very good. That buys me a lot of time as well to attack the boss. Alright, should be able to get rid of this guy with just normal attacks. Okay. And then it's just us and the boss. Oh, nice critical. Okay, and then here, kind of the trick that I heard about using Kushinada's strike shot here is to miss the gauge. So she will not have no block. And then the boss is completely covered up by the blocks. So basically we will hit nobody, and then we will get no speed down from hitting enemies. So I can pick up the plasmas from all of my teammates and just go for much, much longer than I should. So yeah, 23 million damage, maybe a third of the boss's HP bar, so that was pretty great. Okay, nice damage there from King again. And then we'll finish the boss with Dead Rabbit's strike shot. Again, it's a speed up, and then yeah, we can get lots of hits in on the boss, hopefully. Yeah, I got an irregular bound, so I guess we won't take down the boss here. But that does give me a chance to show off Takasugi's strike shot. Okay, another random angle. We'll pick up the power-up, and that will do it. Okay, so that was Armageddon. And then, yeah, I think people feel that it is maybe one of the easier Colossal quests so far. So if you did want to maybe go for the max look of it, that could be fairly doable. And then as for the character himself, he's pretty good, I think. He is a Pierce power type, with Flight, Null Gravity Barrier, and Weak Point Slayer. And then Speed Up S, which is great for a power type. And then a new bump combo, the Wall Set Laser, which is pretty powerful. And then a Laser Strike Shot, which is also powerful. But yeah, that is Armageddon, and hopefully that was useful for you. Alright, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.